15 Things You Didn't Know About Alux.com. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello, Aluxers. Damn, it feels great to see you here, especially today. We did it! We reached our first milestone of 1 million subscribers. From the bottom of our hearts, a sincere thank you for sharing this journey with us. You've been requesting this video since we had less than 100,000 subscribers, and we promised we would do it when we hit that 1 million. So let's cut the intro short. Here are 15 things you didn't know about Alux.com. Number 1. The project started in college as a Tumblr blog. What started out as a hobby collecting luxury pictures on the blogging platform called Tumblr eventually turned into what we know today as Alux.com.
I remember setting up a Tumblr blog while I was in college because I've always had a fascination for the things that are regarded as fine living. So I wanted to bring all the pics I enjoy looking at into the same place. I chose Tumblr. At the time I was actually building this clothing company, but it failed because I didn't really understand what it takes to build a business in the fashion industry. But the blog kept on growing. So I said to myself that if I were to get to 10,000 followers, I'll try to monetize it in some way. Fortunately, it didn't take that long.
Number 2. The start of Alux involves signing Google as a client, dropping out, and going all in. If you've been watching our videos for a while, you might remember we've mentioned numerous times that there needs to be stakes in order for you to take a goal seriously. Life is filled with crossroads where you have the power to guide your life in a certain direction. Choose wisely, Aluxers. Here's our story.
I remember when I got to Brussels, at the time we only had a website which was making around 350 euros or so per month, and my rent plus utilities was 1,500. So I gave myself until the end of the year to figure out which path to pursue. Luckily for me, the classes were really boring, so I decided to skip them all and work 14, 16-hour days on the business. It turned out all right. I actually remember visiting my family during the holidays and telling them that I plan on dropping out and starting this company on the internet. And as you'd expect, they didn't like that very much, but they've turned around since.
Number 3. The brand was initially known as ealux.com. If you've been a subscriber with us since the beginning, you might even remember this. For the first 3 years, the brand was ealux.com. The name came from the Tumblr blog we previously mentioned. Even today, the Facebook page is /ealux. It stood for Emil Anton Luxury Experiences. 3 years later, it was time for an upgrade. And something to remember when picking a name for your business, it needs to be remembered easily. If people struggle to recall your name, you're just making life a little bit more difficult for yourself.
The name I really wanted to get was lux.com. 3 letters .com domain would have been the perfect fit. The thing is, lux.com is $1 million plus domain name, currently owned by a skincare conglomerate. So no luck on that front. But after years of negotiations back and forth with a really shady reseller company from Russia, we got alux.com with no escrow.
Number 4. Dan Bilzerian was the first viral hit of Alux.com. For the younger viewers, there was a time when the world didn't even know about Dan Bilzerian. Well, at least not to the degree he's known today. We published an article called Who is Dan Bilzerian and Why You Want to Be Him, which massively exploded on Facebook, getting new eyeballs on our website.
Back then, Dan only had around 400k followers, and I've discovered his profile by accident and immediately knew people would want to see this. So I wrote a short piece, looked into who the guy was, added some of his more controversial pictures, published it, and sent it over to my close friends saying, you guys need to see this guy. The post went viral, over 1 million views. People were either shocked or amazed. If you were to check Dan's original website, he actually had a press page on his website where our old logo was the biggest one in scale because we were one of the first bigger brands to feature him. Just to get this straight, Dan would have probably exploded anyway. He's got like what, 24, 25 million Instagram followers right now. But the article on him, I believe, fueled both our growths.
Number 5. The first video to hit 1 million views was the one on the top 10 most expensive private jets. After 3 years of being a traditional publisher, despite knowing our reader base, a trend became clear that people were looking for easier ways to consume content, and in the long run, we'll see a greater and greater adoption of video. So we decided to give it a shot, and that's how we came to know you guys.
We already had a team of writers for the website, but the problem with video is that you need different people with different skill sets just to make one piece of content. I still feel like I need a glass of whiskey. Okay, thank you. I started taking all the money from the website and put it into videos that made barely any money at all, but because we had a greater vision towards the end. The first video to be a hit was the top 10 most expensive private jets. It got to 1 million views, got new eyeballs, and we started picking up subscribers now and then. Fun fact, the guy who owns the number 1 and number 3rd plane on that ranking, Prince Al Walid bin Talal, is currently in jail for embezzling funds from the Saudi Arabian government. Who knew?
Number 6. Before ALUX, there weren't any platforms dedicated to luxury enthusiasts exclusively, so we decided to build it ourselves. Some of you might not know this, but the website www.alux.com is actually a social network. On our website, we built an entire social network infrastructure so the ALUXers can create an account, add pics, ask questions, and interact with the community.
I've always been fascinated by communities and the dynamics of everything. Platforms like Reddit or 9gag were really interesting to me. And although I have a lot of respect for the founders of 9gag and the way the company is growing, I never quite related to the content there. So I decided to build my own version with more luxury and less depressed individuals.
Number 7. ALUX has a larger audience on YouTube than Forbes. You know, the magazine. Forbes magazine is one of the most iconic brands that we still look up to even today. They have a very active YouTube channel with over 5,000 videos on there, but for some reason, people are not sticking around. It doesn't stop there. ALUX has a wider subscriber base than brands like Business Insider, Bloomberg, and even Fox News.
It's an interesting process because when we started out, we wanted to be Forbes or Business Insider. We only dreamt of the day where we see them as direct competitors or even overtake them in audience size, if at least on one platform. Our goal is to overtake Vogue.com. These guys have access to all the celebrities in the world and they're really active on YouTube. So we're coming after you, Vogue. Also, I still can't get over the fact that we got more subs than Jay-Z. You know how crazy that is?
Number 8. In the last year, we lost over 120,000 subscribers. Not everybody stuck around to see us hit the 1 million subscriber mark, but not all of them did so by their own desire.
It's true. Over 100,000 people were once subscribed to ALUX and now they're not. But there's a catch to it. Around 50% of them are accounts that were closed down by YouTube for one reason or the other. The remaining 60,000, well, we know our content is not for everyone, so we respect that choice and have no bad feelings towards them.
Number 9. ALUX.com is valued at over $1 million. If ALUX.com were to be sold today, it would fetch north of $1 million US. Something to remember is that we're not just a YouTube channel, we're a tech company with a media twist.
We actually received an offer to sell early last year. Taking that offer as a benchmark, plus our growth and development, an exit in the low 7 figures is not that unlikely. Just the 4-letter domain name is currently valued at $100,000. So we'll just have to wait and see how big we can make this thing go.
Number 10. Turn down 2.0 Bitcoin for a video sponsorship. Despite what many of you think, none of our videos are actually sponsored. All of our videos are financed and researched by our internal team. All of them. That doesn't mean there weren't sponsors interested. It just would have affected the way we grow and the trust between us and the audience. The largest amount we turned down was of 2.0 Bitcoin for a single video sponsorship.
We've had big offers in the past, but we always stuck to the idea that we're only gonna take sponsors when we reach a certain point. The most recent one was a crypto exchange who offered to pay us 2 full Bitcoins for an endorsement. At the time, a single Bitcoin was valued at 13,000. We looked into their platform, did some digging, and realized they were kind of fishy. Their exchange rates were way higher than others, and they made it really difficult for users to take out their earnings. Although the money was good, we had to say no, because we'd never endorse a brand, a product, or a sponsor that we don't trust ourselves, just for some short-term gains.
Number 11. In the last 12 months, people have watched ALUX videos for over 500 million minutes. Yes, you heard that right. Billion with a B. Let's say you spend 10 minutes watching one of our videos. Then someone else spends 10 minutes watching another video. Add all that up over the last 12 months, and we've streamed over 535 million minutes. It would take a single individual a little over 1,000 years to get 500 million minutes spent doing anything.
This is where the analytics go crazy. We're really glad you guys enjoyed the content we worked so hard to make, and these numbers speak only to the scale of what we're building.
Number 12. Our most popular and controversial video almost didn't get published. Our most watched video is 15 Things Poor People Do That the Rich Don't, with around 4.5 million views. The video almost didn't get published because we were not sure if people would respond positively to a blunt, hard, straight-to-the-point narrative.
I remember finishing the script and thinking, this is a type of cold shower that would have benefited myself early on. We might not always like the truth, but it's better to know of it than turn a blind eye. So we decided to publish it, and some people were not pleased with us.
Number 13. An ALUX.com app is coming this year. We've been meaning to do a community app for a while now, but since all of our resources were put into creating the best possible content, the decision was postponed. We always said that if we're going to do an app, we had to do it right. By the end of 2018, we should be delivering an app for both iOS and Android that serves to give even more of a platform for our community to grow.
It's actually not that difficult to make an app. The thing is, making an app that people actually want to use. How many apps do you have on your phone that you never open? It's more to an app than just building it.
Number 14. The term ALUX actually has a mythological meaning. An ALUX is a mythological creature from the Mayan culture, most predominantly in the Yucatan Peninsula and Guatemala. They are similar to the Irish leprechaun, resembling tiny people who could either bring you great fortune or wreak havoc on your life, depending on how you treat them.
The story goes like this. If you are a farmer and encountered an ALUX on your field, it would ask you for an offering to see what kind of person you are. If you are respectful of him, for 7 years the ALUX will help grow the crops, summer rain, patrol the fields, bringing much prosperity into your life. On the other hand, if you mistreated it, it would rain havoc on your life and bring illness. So, we find the name fitting.
Number 15. We're planning an entire TV or YouTube series. One of the biggest surprises of this year was our Milan video. In order for ALUX to grow as a brand, the type of projects we undertake need to be bigger and better. As a media company, we always try to push the quality of our end product. That's why we've started our own production division. Summer 2018 is the beginning of a year-long project of traveling all around the world and documenting what it means to live an elegant life.
This has got to be the biggest thing we've done so far, and it wouldn't have been possible without the support from you guys. I don't want to go into much detail about our travel schedule or how the episodes will be structured, but it's gonna be a show for ALUXers by ALUXers. So if you're subscribed to our channel, you're gonna love it.
Every month we do a live stream Q&A on Instagram, so make sure to follow us there so you can keep up with what we're doing on the side. We're curious to know, ALUXers, what's your favorite ALUX.com video so far? Let us know in the comments.
You know it's not an ALUX.com video without a special reward for you guys watching till the end. So I'm gonna do something special and give a shout out to the most loyal ALUXers, the ones who always comment first on our videos. So here's a special shout out to Biggie B to Saint, Bronze Bobcat, Ladu Rocks, King Shobit, Rohan Kapoor, Bryce Wing. Thanks to our communities in the US, Canada, UK, India, Australia, Philippines, Germany, United Arab Emirates, and more. Also, a special thanks to the people who make ALUX possible. The ALUX.com team. See you in another million.